Exciting news. The Pixel 9 is coming earlier this year with Google putting out a teaser saying it's coming August the 13th. And this is really big and bigger than a lot of people think, and for quite a few reasons. And I'm really excited. It seems like Google finally listened. So I've been saying for the longest time, they need to push their phone out earlier. They got to beat Apple because what happens is they push the phone out in October, like a month after the iPhone's been out, and everybody's done bought an iPhone. And if you look at the numbers, in the United States, by a pretty hefty margin, most people are buying an iPhone. I'm not saying that Android, there isn't a lot, there's millions of Android users. So I like the Pixel phones, and it'll be nice to see what successor we get to the Pixel 8 series phones. The 8 and the 8 Pro came out in October of last year. So this will actually be a shorter turnaround cycle, but I expect them to hit the streets in September. And here's why. So, what happens 4 times a year? We get quarterly feature drops. We get them in February, is it February? March, right? December, yeah, December, March, June, and September. So the event's happening on August the 13th. The phones I don't envision being available that day, and here's why. We expect it, or I expect it to come with the new Android 15. Well, Android 15 is probably going to launch in September, which is when they do the big quarterly feature drop, which, well, the quarterly feature drop should be Android. We should have got this last year, but there were some issues with Android 14 getting out the door last minute, so it got pushed back a little bit. So what I fully anticipate here is we got August 13th, we have an announcement, unless somehow Google surprises us and throws a Hail Mary and does, or pulls a quarterback sneak and decides to go for it and pushes it out even earlier. And that would be unprecedented, but it just creates issues because if they push Android out in August, what are you going to have for a quarterly feature drop in September, right? So that's why I think we'll see it in August. And it's not without cause that I think that it might be a little bit more delayed. Usually, whenever you have a phone that's announced, usually you go ahead and release it within about a week or two. Well, we have seen this where before, like with the Pixel Fold last year, got announced in May at Google I/O, and then it came out in July. So I don't think that it's without merit to say we'll get the announcement, we'll have the cool launch event on August the 13th, and then let's say first week of September, bam, there it is. It still beats out the iPhone. And I really feel like it's important to get out before the iPhone, especially this year, because we know that the new iPhones with iOS 18 are going to have new AI features, right? So with what we're expecting here, we're expecting the new Google Pixel phones, and what does that mean? Well, we're supposed to see the Pixel 9, the Pixel 9 Pro, and we're supposed to have a Pixel 9 Pro XL. We may even see the Pixel Fold. Like this could be the biggest lineup drop ever at a Google Pixel event because usually we just get the regular and the Pro. Last year we got the Fold in the summer, and we got early, late spring, early summer, we got the Pixel 7a. So it would be one unprecedented to have three models of the phone. So Pixel 9, Pixel 9 Pro, Pixel 9 Pro XL, and then to see a Pixel Fold 2. And I'm actually very, very hopeful. We're gonna have the Tensor G4, and that fixes another problem because last year I was up in arms about the fact that they gave us this $1,800 phone that basically felt like it was a Pixel 7a wrapped up in a folding phone body. How in the world did they give us the Tensor 2 when just like a month and a half, 2 months later, they came out with the Tensor G3 and the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro. And the Tensor G3 is such a better chipset. So we're expecting about a 10-15% performance increase on the Tensor G4, but what remains to be seen is how much of a leg up we're going to get in the AI department. We've seen some hiccups and some stumbles already this year whenever it came to like Gemini Nano with the Pixel 8 and like the Pixel 8a. So I am expecting that we might see some more RAM. And there's models out there saying that a benchmark phone, I believe it's benchmark anyway, that the Pixel 9 Pro is going to have possibly 16 gigs of RAM. I think the Pro is going to have a lot more RAM. They really need to bump up all of them to at least 12 gigabytes. I really feel like the Pixel 9 needs 12 gigs of RAM. If Google is going to continue to pioneer this frontier of AI, and they are. I know that Apple's got AI, but I think some of that might have to do with Google. We've got Motorola AI that's coming on board. That's backed by Gemini and Google. Samsung's AI is basically redesigned Google AI. So it's interesting how Google really is at the forefront of mobile AI technology, but that's kind of getting lost in translation as it trickles out to other brands and they kind of take it as their own, like Galaxy AI, and then we're going to have Apple Intelligence. So we'll see how things go, but I'm excited about this. And I'm hoping they don't raise the prices, but we'll see what happens. But I think this will be big because we're going to get a showcase for the Pixel Fold right after we get the launch of the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, which we're going to see that announced on July 10th. So July 10th is supposed to be the Unpacked event. We're going to see the Z Fold 6, Z Flip 6, the Galaxy Ring, the Galaxy Watch Ultra. I don't think we're going to see tablets. If we do, that'd be crazy, and that would be really cool. But definitely, we're going to see the Z Fold, the Z Flip, and of course, Samsung is the biggest foldable manufacturer here in the US, probably even globally. So it'll be really, really big for Google to go ahead and showcase their new Pixel Folds shortly after, a couple weeks after the Z Fold 6 comes out, and then go ahead and hammer it down even more, 3 different models, showcase some AI, and show off what they can actually do. So this is going to be a big stage moment for Google that I wholly and truly hope they don't screw up. And hopefully Android 15 will come out pick a free, and we'll see what happens across the other fronts. But yeah, presumably 7 years of updates and support again, Tensor G4, hopefully new cameras. And if you've seen some of the leaked images online, I think the Pixel 9 phones look sexy. I think they look really good. And a lot of people are like, oh, it looks just like an iPhone. I don't think it looks like an iPhone. The only thing that kind of looks like an iPhone to me is when you take a look at like those flat brush sides, but that's the thing right now. That's iPhone, that's Samsung, that's a lot of other brands. When you look at the camera badging on the back, it very uniquely looks like a Google phone. So we will probably have the most premium, most powerful, most capable, biggest launch platform ever for Google Pixels. So they've been building up to this for years. I mean, they started with the Tensor and the Pixel 6, Pixel 7, Pixel 8, and they've been building momentum, branching out the platform, and making strides in a lot of those departments. And this will be the last version of the Tensor chip that's presumably to be made by Samsung. So this is a co-op between Samsung and Google. They make the Tensor chip. It's supposed to switch over to TSMC next year for the Pixel 10. So this will be interesting to see what this 4-year culmination of technology and relationship between Google and Samsung yields. But I am more excited than ever about these Pixel phones, and I cannot wait to get my hands on a Pixel 9 Pro. I probably won't get the XL. I don't know if Team Pixel will send me anything, but we'll see how that goes. But the XL, I think, will be very important for a lot of folks because people like the bigger phone. I like to have pro-level features in a normal size phone. Imagine a phone the size of the Pixel 8a, but 3 cameras built out, Tensor G4, the best of the best of the best throughout the phone. Man, I would be super happy about that. I don't like a lot of these big gigantic phones. I love the Sony phone, 6.5 inch. I loved the previous 21:9 aspect ratio. There's a lot of stuff I like about having a more compact phone, but when you have a compact phone, typically it means there's sacrifices. You don't get the best of the best. You don't get the 3 cameras. You don't get the cool stuff. So I am really excited about this, and I hope to get my hands on the 9 Pro. I'll probably buy all 3 of them, honestly, because I like to cover these for y'all. I consider myself a pretty solid Google channel. I make a lot of Google stuff. I cover Google, Samsung, Sony. There's a lot of stuff that I cover, but I'm always here bringing you all the software updates, bringing you all the news for Pixel stuff. I am a fan of the Google Pixel phones. I'm not always a fan of how Google does business, but I do like a lot of the products that they make, and I think that there's a lot of potential here. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, save the date, August the 13th, and we'll probably have more information and leaks and things before then, but I think this has the potential to be big. So that's all I got in this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, all that jazz, go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. Let me know what you're excited about, whether it's a phone, whether it's a watch. Also, we're supposed to reportedly be getting a larger version, 2 different models of the Pixel Watch as well. So yeah, I think the main story, the main theme for this is Google finally listen. And we'll see how much they listen and how much that works where the rubber meets the road. But that's all I got. I was hoping to make this video yesterday. I was flying back from New York. I went to the Motorola event. Y'all saw the unboxing video for the Razr and the Razr Plus. I've been having a lot of fun with those the last few days. But yeah, worst flight I ever had in like the history of my lifetime. I thought I was gonna die for like an hour. And then on top of that, adding further insult to injury, I lost my wallet once I got to the airport, once I got off the plane. It was super busy there. I don't know if somebody pickpocketed it from my pocket or if it fell out somehow. I don't know. But basically, I just walked from the plane to my car and it was gone. So there's all that. But exciting Pixel stuff. So that's all I've got. Again, as always, if you enjoyed the video, if you like the Pixel stuff, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell, because you want to be up to date on the new Pixel videos as they come out. So thanks a lot. I appreciate the support. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.